The first thing that we're going to talk about today is the Xbox Design Lab gets an exclusive shift controller. That's right. The Xbox Design Lab is now offering the shift top shells available as part of your options for design. That's right. So now you can build a controller with Lunar Shift, the new Cosmic Shift, or any controller and design it the way you want. I think this is a pretty cool thing. They've done it before. Aqua Shift you see here, and then you see Stellar Shift. So all the shift controllers, and this is in addition to the camo controllers, the standard Arctic camo, the Sandglow camo, and then the exclusive Blaze camo, which is the orange, which is not available at retail, Mineral camo and Forest camo, which have been released previously, and of course the Pride controller shell. I think it's kind of cool. It's an additional $10. I think it makes your controller kind of stand out. So it may be a good option if you're going to build your own controller, or if you want an Aqua Shift or a Stellar Shift, or even the exclusive Cosmic Shift with a customized look that you like. So this is a pretty cool addition for Microsoft, something that they have done before, and I think they're going to continue to do it in the future. So, get your controllers at the Xbox Design Lab. Next, let's talk about Forza Motorsport. Forza Motorsport's coming. It will be available on Game Pass. There is a $69 Standard Edition, an $89 Deluxe Edition, and a $99 Premium Edition. If you purchase the Premium Edition, you can play up to 5 days early, which is kind of a nice, perk. But the physicals, like they did for the last Horizon 5, it's just a standard physical release. No Steelbook, no special edition, and that's really kind of bad, but it is what it is. The bundle includes the Forza Motorsport Race Day car pack, the Forza Motorsport car pass, of course, your VIP membership, and your welcome pack. It will, include some pretty amazing things, over 500 cars, 20 tracks, including a couple fan-favored tracks from over the years that they have completely redone. This all fun starts on 10/4, so October 4th. We will be playing this. It does support variable refresh. It does support ray tracing, and it does support 60 FPS. It is 4K. I mean, it has all the bells and whistles, and it looks amazing. The question is will you pay it on Game Pass and buy the add-on pack, or will you buy the whole thing? If you want to play early, you have to buy the whole thing. So that's kind of an interesting wrinkle in the Forza community, I would guess. But I think the elimination of the collector's editions with the Steelbooks is really something that's unfortunate for the Forza franchise. And, as somebody who's owned all the Steelbooks, it's just a really, really tough thing to see. So we'll see you on October 4th for early access. And I think it's going to be one you're going to want to own. Lies of P is out. If you have not known that, you should know that. Pretty good game. There is a new 1.200 update, but the update's only been pushed to Steam and PlayStation so far. The Xbox version has been submitted to Microsoft for testing, and we're waiting for it to get through testing before the patch will be released. There's some balance changes. There's some hit changes. There's a lot of really, really good stuff here that is supposed to enhance the game, fix a couple of bugs, and do some really nice stuff to enhance the game in total. Also, it adds support for DualShock DualSense controllers on Windows, which is kind of neat if you're playing on Windows. But since we're focused on Xbox, that's kind of not a thing for us. good news is it has been submitted to Microsoft. It is coming. Everybody just needs to be patient, I'm afraid, till the patch reaches Microsoft. I do know that the game is pretty good. I've looked at it some, and, you know, it's different. It's not, I would suggest that it really is going to be one that we're going to look back on and say this is a really great thing. The bug fixes, though, you know, there's some really good ones here that, you know, are probably causing a lot of people a lot of havoc. So obviously we want to get those bug fixes to Xbox as soon as possible. So hopefully it'll pass testing and we'll get through that with a reasonable amount of problems. So let's move on to our next story. Well. So Sega Sammy has announced that they're reorganizing their European bases. And as a result of that, Hyenas, which was a game that was in development from, I believe, Creative Assembly, I think it was. And unfortunately, they're going to cancel Hyenas. And that's kind of a sad deal in general because we just had an open beta for Hyenas. And I thought it looked actually pretty good. But this translation of the release from Sega Sammy kind of indicates that they really are going to just write it off and move on. Now, that's unfortunate. We don't know if Sega Sammy is open to allowing Creative Assembly to sell the game to someone else, or is Sega going to sell it to someone else? Is it going to be released in some other format or some other way? We just don't know at this time. What we do know is that the future outlook they think is going to be better, and I would guess that the reason they're going to write down this game is they just don't think it's going to sell real well, and that's unfortunate because I don't know. I looked at it, I thought it had a lot of potential. I really did. I find it interesting that of all the moves they could make to get rid of Hyenas is not really one of them that I would have thought of. But you know how it is. Each company has to make a decision. All right, so in my last comment on the story, so Jim Ryan from PlayStation, Sony is retiring. Nothing would be complete without us commenting on Jim's retirement. I'm not a PlayStation guy. I do remember the last 4 years during his leadership at Sony being kind of disruptive. They were selling a lot of consoles and doing a lot of things. And, I guess you would consider it a success, PlayStation 5 breaking the sales record. So I guess he did a good job in the 4 years. He's been with the company over 30 years, and, I think him leaving SIE is, I suppose that everybody has to retire sometime, and this is the time for him to retire. I think PlayStation will find a new boss and move forward. I think the dynamics of the marketplace and the ever-changing landscape is going to make the new PlayStation CEO's job quite interesting. But Jim Ryan, have a good retirement. You did make a mark on the gaming environment and the gaming community, and while I didn't agree with most of what you said, it is still something. My name's Marbs. Thank you for watching. Bye now.